I missed Eddie. Eddie,
yeah.
Eddie was
R.I.P.
It's one of the few times where a show brings in a new character and they kill him off, but it works. Like you kind of knew he was going to die, but his death was
so metal.
A cattle. Him.
It's what a good
playing Seeking. That's probably the best part of the show is when they're together and the banter doesn't feel forced.
Yeah.
Feels like they're actually friends. And that's what I liked.
CultPOP!
Oh, hey. What's up to our sidekicks and henchfolk out there in the mother-loving geek nation? Welcome back to one of the longest-running pop culture podcasts of all time, CultPOP Podcast Live. This is episode 156. This is a place where we celebrate movie and TV and comics and runaway fan theories that get just a little annoying and all the other things that scratch your dirty, nerdy little itches. Tonight, we're broadcasting to you live from Young Junk HQ.
Young Junk!
A bomb-ass podcast production space here in Philadelphia, PA. I'm JD of Johnny Destructo's Hero Complex, located at 4327 Main Street, Philadelphia, PA 19127. A rad-ass comic shop that caters to rad-ass folks just like you and just like you and just like you. Not those guys. Those guys suck. But you. Come in, buy my stuff. We're going to be expanding and we're going to have gaming nights for like Magic the Gathering and Dungeons and Dragons, which is part of the theme for tonight's show. With me tonight is someone that you've met once before on this show, Jeremy Davis.
Good evening.
From where are you?
The High Risk Wrestling Podcast, episode 264 is dropping this Saturday.
Oh, 264.
264. I started during the pandemic.
Nice.
And I'm trying to get that YouTube money.
How's that going?
I'm close.
Yeah?
I'm close.
We are not.
Shorts.
Yeah?
Shorts get the views in because people can't.
No attention spans.
That's true. We do shorts. They actually, here at Young Junk HQ, the podcast production space that's so great, they make our shorts for us. And sometimes people are very mad that we have... that the short does not present the entire context of an hour-long conversation. And they're like, well, what about this? And I'm like, my man, it's an hour-long conversation. This is called a short. This is a clip. Anyway, hi. Also with us this week, original cult popper, Sly.
Hey.
Hey.
Hi.
We want to draw your attention to the Booth Boys. Hi, Booth Boys.
Hey, it's us. We're the Booth Boys.
Well, I have two questions for you. One, if anyone that's watching or listening or pleasuring themselves wants to know more about Young Junk HQ, the space and or services, where can they inquire?
You're going to want to go to the Young Junk YouTube page. It's the best place to get a hold of us. Please like and subscribe. You can actually see this show also streaming there.
Second question, were you allowed, like I was in the 80s, to run rampant willy-nilly just all day long? What?
Were you guys alive? No, they weren't alive.
No, I said like I was during the 80s.
Just comparatively,
comma,
okay.
Were you also able to run rampant? Would your parents just let you get on bikes and leave for hours at a time?
Not exactly, but also kind of. I didn't get that until I hit the old double digits. So I had to be 10 years old before I had full bicycle privileges.
Sure.
But I could go within eye of it, and we had a long street, so I could go pretty good. So I was lucky enough where I had 4 best friends who lived across the street, to the left, the next house over, the next house over. So 5 boys, all the exact same age, were growing up right next to each other. So I very much had the Stranger Things crew. Yes.
This sounds like Stand By Me.
Stand by, yeah.
Did you find any dead bodies?
Did we create any dead bodies?
I love that. That's adorable.
Yeah, one of them went to jail.
Oh.
Was it for a dead body?
Nice. Because of the dead body.
Yeah. That and, neighborhoods and drugs, kids. Neighborhoods and drugs.
So tonight we're going to be talking about Stranger Things, the show as a whole, and then we're going to dip into some of the, what's that thing called? The finale?
The conformity gate.
The
theory.
conformity gate, which is probably happening right now. So go over to Netflix and watch it because it's 100% real, dummies. But before we do that, we're going to talk about what we've been enjoying this past week in a section I like to call What's Poppin'. And then we also have emails and some bits and bobs and all that other good stuff. Remember, if you're here live, feel free to comment, like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and leave us a nice review. Just say something nice because I like compliments. You can also send us emails to cultpopgo@gmail.com and we'll address them on the show just like this. Alice wrote in, help! I have been in the morgue since last year. Get it? Because it's early in the year. Happy New Year, Cult Poppers. I am incredibly sad. The end. No. I am incredibly sad once again to be missing out on all the fun times on the pod. But I am excited to hear what you all thought of Stranger Things. I enjoyed this season and I'm very sad to say goodbye to the show after so long. I'll try to keep this spoiler free, but have you all seen the theory that there is a secret final episode yet to be released, aka Conformity Gate? All the Easter eggs people find have been fun to see, but it is reminding me of all the fan theories that came out about WandaVision back in the day, which led to a lot of people being disappointed in the actual ending. Either way, I thought this show was a blast. I cried at the end, as I always do. Oh, hey, want to know what was popping for me? Sure you do. I watched The Queen's Gambit. I thought the show was so well done, love the cinematography and acting, and now I want to relearn how to play chess. Have any of you watched it? Anyway, got to get back to the ghosts. Love you guys. Bye. So, Su-Shan and I did watch The Queen's Gambit, starring that lady who looks like a predator. What's her name?
Anya Taylor.
Anya Taylor-Joy. She's great.
That was a Christmas Day pandemic
Release
show.
Was
Release
it?
Queen's Gambit, and people started playing chess more because of how good the show was.
Sales for chess went way up. I saw. Yeah,
it's really good.
It's really good. Yeah, we enjoyed it.
Yeah, we absolutely. Yeah. Very bingeable.
yeah. We were. I feel like we were in and out of that one pretty quick.
Yes,
but it was very good, and she's awesome. I really like her.
My favorite movie of hers is The Menu.
Yes.
Oh, The Menu's great.
Least favorite is The Witch. I'm sorry.
Oh, I do love The Witch.
Sorry.
Oh, I love The Vivitch. The Vivitch.
The Menu though was fantastic.
Menus, that's really fun. Thank you so much for emailing us, Alice. We miss you. We love you. Bye. We have an email from Noel as well, but there's some spoilers in there regarding Stranger Things, so we will get into that a little bit later. Don't let me forget. So what's popping for us this week? I think we all did the same poppins. We saw Bugonia, which is, I had to look at it because I can never remember the name of this movie, which came out in 2025. It's directed by Yorgos Lanthimos, starring Emma Stone, Jesse Plemons, Aidan Delbis, and Alicia Silverstone. Out of fucking nowhere? Great. Awesome. Rotten Tomatoes has it at an 87% and audience score of 84%. Alice is in the chat. Hi, friends. Miss you too. So, Yorgos Lanthimos, we had a blast at his the last movie we saw, which was Poor Things.
Yes.
Also starring Emma Stone.
Yes. And
the Hulk.
The daughter, the girls in the substance. Can't remember her name.
Oh, Margot Qualley?
Yes, Margaret Qualley.
Margaret Qualley,
who's Andy McDowell's daughter.
Yes.
Recently discovered that.
Yeah. We loved Poor Things, and I was very excited for Yorgos Lanthimos because I love Emma Stone in almost anything.
Is the one thing the Hawaii movie?
No, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that. That's the one where she was pretending to be Hawaiian, right? Is that what it was? No, I guess maybe more than one thing is I don't care for. It's that guy who he's made a whole career out of being like a dickhead on sort of reality shows.
Oh, the series.
He made a series, and there was one show where he's like, I'm going to help businesses by giving them a really shitty idea.
You are talking about The Curse.
The Curse by whomst?
By Nathan Fielder.
Nathan Fielder. This was a show by Nathan Fielder.
You either like Nathan or you don't like him.
I do not like Nathan.
Because he has other shows that are like really good, and other times it's like, why are we doing this?
Yeah, I don't know. He's not for me. But I love Emma Stone, and I thought I could just put on any Emma Stone and enjoy it. And we got through 3/4 of the first episode of this show, and we gave up. And then Su-Shan, I said the next day, I was like, I don't think I'm interested in finishing this series. And she went, it's a series?
Yeah.
There's more of it? So yeah, we were not tickled.
What about the joint she did with Jonah Hill on Netflix?
Oh, what was that?
That's a miniseries that she did with Jonah Hill. I can't remember. It's like
a weird mental health.
Yeah, and each episode
it was like a sci-fi.
Yeah,
and
each episode was kind of different.
I think we saw that one.
I didn't watch that one. I should put that on my list. Jonah Hill. Well, I'll tell you, that's called Maniac.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anywhomst. Oh, this one, Bugonia. I was very excited about it. I thought the trailer looked awesome. And I will say in the first third of the movie, I fell asleep a little bit. But then I woke up because she kicked me and finished the movie, and I absolutely loved it. What did you guys think of Bugonia?
I loved it.
You loved it?
But I didn't love it immediately.
No.
I got to the end of it. I'm like, I don't know yet.
That's right. We got to the end, and she said, so that happened.
That's how I felt about Men.
Oh, I still don't like Men. I love the first 3/4 of Men.
I love
the last bit.
I left the theater of Men be like, my friend, she was like, what do you think of the movie, Jeremy? I said, I'm going to tell you next week. And I still didn't have an answer.
Yeah, I don't like it. I think the end of that movie ruins it.
It's a
Although
thing.
I love him in the Diplomat.
Yes. As for Bugonia, it reminds me of 2 movies.
Okay.
The ending reminds me of...
Which we're not going to spoil.
The John Woods, Lakeith Stanfield, where he puts on his white voice and works at the telephone place.
I'm sorry for bothering you.
Yes.
That's a great movie.
The ending reminds me of that. But the overall movie reminds me of a movie called...
Because it goes bonkers.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Reminds me of a movie called Bug.
Oh my God, we love Bug.
Michael Shannon.
Yes.
Ashley Judd.
Yes. Bug is so
Lynn
good.
Collins, Connick Jr. That's exactly what it reminds me of.
Bug affected me more than an actual horror movie because I used to work in mental health and I've seen this like hands-on, this shared psychosis kind of thing. I'm like, oh no. That movie was too much.
That's immediately what I thought of was Bug.
Oh, nice. That Bug has gone down in history as one of the ones that like actually affected Su-Shan. Yeah. It's one of the ones I remember.
I'm not generally super affected by horror because because I've been on film sets and it's like a see behind the curtain thing. It's like, okay, like I can be like buy in. I love the creativity of it, but I'm not going to get scared for the most part. But like you've shown me something that parallels the real world enough, I'm like, oh, that's creepy.
It takes me a lot. Takes a lot to scare me, and I love horror.
Same. But I enjoy it, but I don't get scared.
Yeah. Even though Hell House got me.
That one got you?
There's a scene in the third movie with I don't like clowns. There's a scene in the third movie where they go into the basement with the clown. I peed a little.
Oh, nice.
It got me.
Okay. You just unzipped.
Paranormal Activity.
I was getting ready to say.
Number one.
I was about to admit.
There's been a lot of them.
I was going to give you a peek behind the sausage. And the Paranormal Activity movies messed me up. For some reason, just because I don't know, the idea of being dragged out of my bed by something I can't see, for some reason, just really, really stuck with me. And then what's the other one?
No, I got to tell part of the story though, because what was it? Was it the second one?
It was the second one.
I was sent to work in Texas. He decides to go see it on his own. I get a call in the middle of the night.
I miss you. I
miss you.
I couldn't fall asleep. Yeah, I was having trouble sleeping because I was terrified by this movie.
They did the job.
They did it. And it's such a dumb movie. It's like looking back on it, they're just like silly. But for some reason, I found them to be very effective. And then the one most recently that I think really affected me was the one with the kids and the.
Oh.
It was a remake. It was like a remake.
An Americanized version of
Speak No Evil.
Speak No Evil.
Yeah. That one stuck with me too.
Mm-hmm. You told me about it.
We talked about this because we watched the original one.
Yes.
And you were like angry. I was angry about it too. And when they announced the American remake, which is only like 3 years after the first one, I'm like, they're going to Americanize this.
They did. I'm kind of glad they did because I felt better.
Because everything was fine up until they're not going to do the original ending. I know they're not going to do it. And they didn't do it.
Yeah. And it made me feel better. Yeah. So anyway, Bugonia. Yeah, man, this movie is awesome. I wasn't sure what to make of it when I was about halfway through it because I was getting a little sleepy and I woke up a couple times. I like opened my eye and go, okay, they're still doing this. All right. But then once I woke up and we got to the ending I think makes the movie. You either love or hate the decision. Because, you've got two sides on this film. You've got the corporate head honcho played by Emma Stone. Mm-hmm. And then you've got Jesse Plemons and his brother or cousin played by Aiton Delbus.
Who actually is autistic.
Who's autistic and he does a great job. And you've got these, what are they called? Your flat earthers.
Conspiracy theorists.
Yeah. So you, as the audience member, have to decide: is this person right, or is this person right, or is it somewhere in the middle, or is it neither of those things? And depending on where you come down on the end of this movie, I think is going to determine whether or not you love it or hate it. And so when we finished the movie, we went, I don't know. But then the next day we talked about it. Like, I think I fucking love that movie. Yeah.
How do you feel about the ending to Cabin in the Woods?
I love the ending to Cabin in the Woods.
I don't like the ending.
Yeah?
I love the entire movie, and
oh, I love it.
I don't know.
You mean the big whoop?
Yes.
Oh, I love it.
But the ending to this, it's absurd.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's me thinking, well, who was right? Like, who was telling the truth? Who was right? Like, because
also, what's my problem that we had was, if you think that most movies have a responsibility and have a message that they're sending, what that message is, I was not tickled by what I feel is the message of the film, right? By telling you who's right and who's wrong, that movie is taking a stand and telling you a thing. And so I felt like I wasn't tickled by that. Like, the way it landed out means that this person was right, and that doesn't make me happy.
that's how I felt about Side Effects, because they were telling a good.
Is that the cartoon?
No, but that is a cartoon. There's it's a pharmaceutical drug movie. It is Rooney Mara.
Oh, there it is.
Salma Hayek.
Is that Obi-Wan?
Cruz.
No, it's not Obi-Wan.
No. Channing Tatum, Rooney Mara, and it's about the drug.
Oh, Ann Dowd.
Yeah,
I love
it's
her.
really good. So like the first hour, they're telling us really good story about how pharmaceutical companies get their drugs out, how and what are the side effects, who's to blame, and then it kind of like falls into thriller territory after that. But the first hour is like solid. So that's how I felt about Bugonia, because I'm like, at first I'm thinking he's clearly wrong, but is he? Because
right,
random Alicia Silverstone is here, so something clearly happened to her.
Yeah.
I'm like, the one thing I wanted him to be like, I wanted proof. His proof was word of mouth. I wanted proof to, are these aliens real? What is going on? Played that cop. He played the cop like a fiddle. And then what was up with the apiary in the bees? What was the?
Well, I didn't know what bugonia meant, and so I Googled what bugonia actually means, and it has to do with bees. Did you know that?
No. So now maybe does that tie into the ending?
Yes, it does. Yeah, if you look up bugonia, it makes sense. But I won't spoil it because it's a spoiler, I think. So yeah, if you haven't watched Bugonia and you like yourself some Yorgos Lanthimos, watch that. I will then go on to say, maybe don't watch The Lobster. The next night we were like on a Yorgos Lanthimos kick, and I was like, oh, we never watched The Lobster.
This is a weird
and we love Rachel Weisz, and I was very excited to check that out because I really loved the last two things by him that I saw. And that ended, and it didn't end soon enough.
But both of them, I think, the set design consistently is the world building, so good.
Even in the last one, the one I'm talking about now,
Lobster,
The Lobster, yeah.
Yeah, no.
You thought the staging of that was nice?
I do.
Oh, okay.
I think it was appropriate to the story.
It just feels so. Well, that's true. Everyone does have the same pitch the entire time. It's all very monotonous, and all the color scheme is very muted and everything.
Because the Bugonia was kind of had like I want to say like a almost like a yellowish, tannish eye, especially when you see the outside of the house. It's like there's looks like a yellow filter of it, so it fit. And I don't know, I gotta watch more of his stuff because I liked it. It's just the ending.
Okay.
Not even that. No, what got me about the ending was what they looked like.
Oh, you didn't like the set design?
No. That's
what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yes, the costuming.
Yeah, that kind of threw me off. I would have much rather like.
Okay. Well, let's not spoil it. So anyway, yeah, check out Bugonia if you get a chance. Just came out. I think we watched it streaming. So on one of the 100 streaming services that you're paying too much for already. Let's move on to Stranger Things. Do you want to do that? Should we do it? It says 2025, but that's just now. What has it been? 2016? Yes, is when it started.
It's
almost 10 years.
9 years. Oh, it's been 9 years. So 9 years. It's been almost 10 years.
Yeah. Starring Winona Ryder. That's it. She's the only person in the show. David Harbour, Finn Wolfhard, Caleb McLaughlin, Caden Matarazzo, Sadie Sink, Natalie Dyer, Noah Schnapp, Charlie Heston, Maya Hawke. Mysteries unravel in a small Midwestern town in the 1980s. Joe Keery. In the 1980s involving supernatural forces, secret experiments, and one strange girl. Rotten Tomatoes has it at a 90% and the audience score 83%.
It's rare when it's close like that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Speaking for myself, when I saw, I think it was maybe one trailer for Stranger Things on Netflix back in 2015, 2016.
I don't even remember the trailer. I don't remember anything.
I just remember the vibes of it and being like, oh, kids on bikes, 80s, Stephen King. This is crafted specifically for me and my nostalgia. And I remember watching every episode of that and just being tickled pink. I just
reminded me of Super 8.
Yeah. I mean, of course. Yeah. Super 8 was a movie specifically made to evoke Steven Spielberg films, right? Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, that tracks. I just love the first season. And honestly, I love all the seasons. I don't think there's a bad season in the bunch. Spoiler alert, I even like the finale, which I know is getting a lot of hoopla on the internets. And I don't think it was perfect, but I had a blast with it. I think season 5 is the weakest of the seasons, but I still think the show as a whole is awesome.
Yeah. I think that's
I'm a big fan.
Unusual for like a wrap-up season though either. So comparatively way better than the wrap-up of Ted Lasso.
which apparently isn't wrapped up.
I know.
Back.
I was mad at the proposed finale though when that happened. So I wasn't actually angry at this one.
Yeah. And we weren't tickled by the Game of Thrones. Everyone's comparing this to Game of Thrones.
No, the Game of Thrones finale is only the way is because the two producers were like, "We're done." HBO and the actors were like, "Why are we stopping? We didn't. HBO didn't ask for the show to be shortened. They didn't ask for shorter scripts. No. So
they were moving on to another project. And I can't remember what that.
Didn't get picked up. It was something about the KKK winning or something. And they're like, "No, we're not. We're HBO."
They also got the Star Wars tap.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
Yeah. And it's not
they were supposed to do a Star Wars trilogy.
And then you get Star Wars.
So they got picked up to do a Star Wars trilogy or at least one movie, and then they were like, well, I guess we got to wrap up this show as quickly as possible. And then because it went so poorly, they got fired from the Star Wars gig too. That sucks, but also good. So what did you think of Stranger Things as a whole?
As a whole, it's good. I believe that Winona Ryder missed our son first season. I believe that all these boys were like friends. Friends. Yeah. When Max shows up, I like that she throws everything off. When Erica shows up, I like how she goes from being an asshole to being literally the smartest person on the entire group. Like everything just fit. I like
not smarter than Dustin.
I mean, I think
she's always figuring things out. It took him long. Like she got like.
I think she's more street smart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kind of. I don't know. I think she's legitimately smart. I think she's the smartest person on the show. She's like I can see her working. Who can you see working for NASA? Dustin or Erica?
Dustin.
Really?
I see both.
I can see.
Oh, you're talking about Erica.
The sister.
Holy
Who do you think I was
cats.
thinking
Where'd you
of?
go?
This whole time I was doing Rockin' Robin in my head. I was
No.
thinking Maya Hawke.
No.
I was thinking Maya Hawke. I'm so sorry. Erica, the little sister.
Yeah, Lucas'
Yeah.
sister.
Oh, yeah, she's
Yeah.
wicked smart.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Both of them.
I just like.
I would think both, honestly.
Yeah.
I just
They'd
like.
both be working for NASA.
I like everything.
That's my bad. Sorry.
I just liked everything about the show. They had a. I feel like the Duffer Brothers actually sat down and built out the lore and the stories and the Demi Gordon and the Mind Flayer, and then because at one point I thought Vecna was such a random villain, like he has got nothing to do with these first. And I even forgive them for the backdoor pilot episode when Elle meets her brothers and sisters.
I thought that was fun too. I like that episode. Everyone was all mad at it. I'm fine with it.
Overall,
Yeah.
Netflix is slowly reaching HBO levels and AMC levels of something permeating pop culture and everybody. Like to this day, people still consider The Wire the greatest cop show of all time.
Oh, of course.
So they're getting there now. Now the question is, all right, you're slowly losing your IPs. The Witcher is ending, Sandman is ending. You've lost Stranger Things and Orange is the New Black and Ozark. What's next? Now you got Avatar, One Piece. Those are giant IPs. So what's
Are they? Is One Piece like big?
Oh yeah.
yeah?
Oh yeah.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Oh yeah.
It's bigger than Dragon Ball Z, if you can believe it.
Is there a live action Dragon Ball Z?
There was a movie. We don't talk about that.
Okay.
We don't.
Yeah.
We don't. We put that back in
Gotcha.
the upside down.
Yep. No, I agree though. I this is going to be one of my rewatches at some
Really?
point. Stranger
I don't
Things.
rewatch shows for the most part. I will rewatch this.
I rewatched Gilmore Girls. I rewatched some Buffy.
I want to rewatch Sunny, and I rewatched 24 like 3 times.
Oh my God.
Wow.
All of it?
Yes.
Jesus. Okay, cool. I've never seen all of 24. I've only seen all of season 1.
7 or 8 seasons,
Yeah.
a secondary movie, and then a mini season, and then a secondary season.
You don't rewatch anything, do you?
Rarely.
Like
Yeah.
I was for 3 minutes interested in Star Trek.
Mm-hmm.
So, and which she had watched Star Trek: The Next
Which was
Generation.
alarming because I like my nostalgia. I didn't realize because I watched it as a teenager how much my nostalgia was attached to the later seasons and not the first season. I'm like,
so we
this
we
was-
started in the first season.
And JD's like, this is the thing that you. I'm like, I don't think it is. I don't think I misremembered that.
Yeah.
So
I really like the show. Now let's see if it disappears from
The zeitgeist.
like how Game of Thrones just
Game of Thrones
disappeared.
off a cliff.
And
Nobody
then
talks about that.
And then all of a sudden, here's House of the Dragon, and Game of Thrones is back. So
Yeah.
let's see how long it takes them to make the spinoff
Mhm.
and what that does. Because I think half of the cast is going to do like big things.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't fumble the bag.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so curious too, like with like this area having a Netflix house, like they are working that swag.
I still haven't gone there.
We drove
haven't-
past.
Yeah,
I was like,
there
because
was
we-
no parking.
Yeah, because of Stranger Things, I was like, oh, they've got like a Stranger Things thing in there. Let's go check it out. And we drove past, and it was so busy, and there was no parking, so we just went on our way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was like, I just want to swing by and see what it's like, and then we couldn't get in. So,
But
forget
they're
it.
perpetuating beyond the shows, like fun events and like.
I think it's a neat idea.
I think it was so comparatively. I don't think HBO has that yet, right?
Yeah.
Like so on their for their marketing.
Go
like,
visit
Yeah.
The Sopranos. Very different kind of vibe.
Yes.
This season, though, what did you guys think of season 5 of Stranger Things? All right, first of all, let's break it down. Let's back up. What did you think of the release schedule?
I hated it.
Yeah, did you want them all at once?
Okay, so for anybody under the age of 20,
Mm-hmm.
back in the day, shows were released weekly,
Yeah.
right? And not only that, production was quick.
Mm-hmm.
Prime has figured out, you know what? We'll release, when we do our new shows, you get the first 2 episodes for free,
Mhm.
and then you get it weekly. Because I feel like if you release a show weekly, that makes the conversation go longer.
Mhm.
AMC, look at AMC. What would happen if Breaking Bad was just released quick.
Yeah, right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So they've been doing it. Oh my God, they did it with Wednesday, which was annoying. And this is 8 episodes. This is 8.
Mm-hmm.
3 episodes. Then I got to wait a month for 3 episodes and then wait a week for the finale.
I loved it. I thought it was really, especially because of the holiday season.
Just release it weekly. Just release it weekly. And they've had shows where they've released weekly. They've done it before, but it's like they stick to this model. I hated it.
Okay.
I hate it.
I think this might be specific to us and our work schedule. Our work is very December heavy. And so I think we would have been frustrated if it was, because we wouldn't be able to catch up in the same way because it was released on holidays. Like it let us catch up in a time that we actually had, because we would have been sacrificing another time frame for work we should have been doing had it been really. But like, that's not it. That is very industry specific. So,
but also we did, because we have a 4-year-old who was terrified of Stranger Things for good reason.
Yes.
We would wake up around 6 or 7 in the morning just to watch Stranger Things.
Before
like make
he
our
was awake,
coffee, get under the covers on the couch, watch
very
an episode
different
of Stranger
energy, though,
Things.
to have to watch it in the morning versus at night.
You're struggling to wake up. Oh, where's Vecna? I don't know. So yeah. I like this release date. 4 episodes, November 26th, 3 episodes on Christmas, and then 1 final 2-hour. Did you bother going to the theater? They did a theater release.
Made
25 million. Yeah.
Wow.
And well, the whole
That's
thing
a
with
fun idea.
The whole
I
thing
love
with
that.
them, they've done well. They want it's kind of like Oscar bait. Because I was just like, no, you can't. No streaming. You gotta like give your movies a theatrical. And that's why they released K-pop Demon Hunters in theaters. It's like, well, we need some, like it probably is going to win awards. So let's just throw it in theaters and see what happens. I thought about going.
Yeah, we thought about going.
Yeah,
but
we did go to. We attempted K-pop Demon Hunters and
it was too loud for our sound.
It repelled us.
He was
the
like,
sound
"No!"
repelled us out of the
enjoyed
theater.
myself at home singing it and watching it. I've watched that like 3 times.
He still has never seen. My son has never seen it. It's still spooky. K-pop Demon Hunters is still too spooky.
Oh no,
for
he
him.
saw it once at home.
He did.
Yeah,
Oh,
Was
not
he
with
just
me.
listening to the soundtrack?
he mostly loved the soundtrack.
he loves the music.
He has several of the songs memorized.
He does, yeah. But he also has, he'll just walk around singing, "No one mourns the wicked," from the Wicked movie. So yeah. Okay, so now what do we think of season 5? I felt it was a little disjointed.
Yes.
It was a little compact, a little rushed. And I felt like Millie Bobby Brown was not bringing her A game for this season. I don't know if she just didn't have that much to do, but someone had posted a short or a TikTok from there's this, I forget which season it was, but basically she's in the hospital going up against sort of the Mind Flayer.
That's season 4.
Is that season 4?
That's season 4. That's season 4.
Where she's like wrecking shop on this thing and
that's
like
when,
screaming and
that's when Paul Reiser shows back up.
yeah, and like throws it out the
Yes.
window and all this other stuff. And you could feel her acting in such a way that it felt like she was actually using telekinetic powers, right? Mind bullets. And then this one, I just felt it was a lot of like,
I don't even think they gave her much to do.
Right.
I think she kind of took a backseat because she honestly, for the most part, she has been like the predominant character throughout the entire series.
yeah. See, I called her the main character, and people came at me for that.
No, she's the main character. She's
That's
been
what
the
I
main-
thought, yeah.
Now, she's not the catalyst. That was always Will, but she became the main character.
Yeah.
So like, I just felt like she took a backseat this season because
Yeah.
like you already had a big cast, and now you gotta give Brett Gelman some play, and then you brought in Linda Hamilton. Now you gotta give
what a
more,
waste.
Now you gotta give more time to Jamie that plays Vecna, and so it's just like, I think this should have been 10 episodes
Oh, okay.
instead of 8.
I'd be into that. I'd be
And
totally fine with that.
Sometimes I feel like shows should be shorter, and other times I'm like, oh, you know what? You could probably give me 2 more episodes just to like stretch things out, because like a lot happens. Like, okay, here's the plan. We're doing this. You rarely get time to read. Now we're at the hospital. Now we're here, and it's like you have all these characters just
I agree with this because it also would give us, I feel like they had many scenes of all of us in a room finishing each other's sentences, coming up with a plan.
This is not Aaron Sorkin.
And then the next episode, all of us in a room coming up with a plan.
Yes.
You know, I felt like we had those so many times this season. And if we had a little bit more breathing room, it wouldn't have felt quite so.
I think Holly was the main character this season.
Yeah, I think the emotional crux of this season, for sure.
So I don't know, it just, and I still don't think everybody got time. Like, honestly, what did Lucas really do this season besides just sit at the hospital and wait for Max to wake up? And then she wakes up and he's carrying her for 2 episodes, and like he doesn't do anything. And then Dustin goes off into like gets into fights, and then but you just gotta focus on robbing them at the radio station, and then Hopper really kind of wasn't here. But when Noel Wilder just disappeared for just multiple episodes, like she honestly didn't get to do much. Mike's mom did more. She was badass.
That was awesome.
She was badass.
That was a nice surprise.
Multiple times she had saved her kids. So it's just like, that's why I think 10 episodes would have helped it. Because you have all these characters.
Oh, here we go.
What?
Muscle Geeks Podcast is in the chat. Waited all that time for a 3-minute final boss battle and plot holes galore? Stranger Things, more like shitty things.
No.
This brings me to, it feels like a lot of people use the term plot holes for things that aren't plot holes. So many people are like, oh, plot hole this, plot hole that. We didn't see what happened to this person. That's not a plot hole.
That's not.
It's just something that happened off screen. That's not what a plot hole is.
Everything isn't 24.
Yeah. And then and what was the other? Someone's like, oh, with the Demogorgons and Vecna don't like the heat, but they're in the desert. The deserts aren't always hot.
No.
That's not what a desert
barren.
means. It means devoid of water.
Anyway.
No, that was a plot hole. They did tell us the Upside Down doesn't have water, and when Hopper puts LOL in the tank, where that water come from? Ooh. That is a plot hole.
Wait, in the tank?
Yeah, when in the final when she's in the tank trying to connect her.
Oh,
sister.
you mean? I'm sorry. You mean the government-sponsored laboratory?
Okay.
Yeah, they brought water down.
Water?
Yeah,
Okay.
they brought water.
I can believe that.
They ran a really long hose.
I can
to
believe
the right side up.
I can believe they brought water.
And those big trucks.
Yeah, just big trucks of water. A lot of water balloons.
I can believe that.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm curious, Muscle Geeks Podcast. By the way, hi. How's it going? What plot holes? Can you give us some plot holes that you're disappointed in? Heard the spinoff, they go to the side-by-side. Bravo. I lost track of what we talked. Anything you want to talk about?
No, I just thought, I was satisfied.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like story, I feel strongly about story and pacing. I agree that it could have been like stretched out a little bit more to like,
bit. Not too much.
like, just a little bit more digestible and like less, you don't want to rush. I mean, like it's this tricky line with a series, like a finale of like, you have to be pushed to feel the impetus and the extremeness of the situation. But if you push it too much, you're missing story elements, right? So I feel like that, and I think that feeds into a feeling of plot holes when you when it does feel rushed in any way. So for sure. But I mean, in the grand scheme of things, like, and maybe because it was just like almost 10 years, and I'm just like, I'm ready to wrap.
We're ready to,
Maybe I was just like, here we are.
They were so small.
Yeah.
In season 1, they were just like little bitties.
You look at Caleb, who plays Lucas now. Boy got a full goatee.
Yeah.
He didn't grew like 8 inches, put on muscle. So like, I think that's the whole stretching out thing. I guess that's why people compare it to maybe Game of Thrones, because the main thing with Game of Thrones was, the turn for Daenerys felt quick. No, she was always going to turn. That's what her family does. That's part of the blood. But it felt rushed. Like it didn't feel earned her going crazy. So it's like, it did feel like, all right, here we are. Here's a plan. Group setting. Let's make the plan. Yeah. Let's go separate. Do our thing. Come back. Does it work? Did it not work? Let's make a new plan. It almost felt like D&D. Like,
no, yeah. Nice. That didn't work. Let's do this.
For the time frame they set it in, it's like, well, that you have to get together, or you have to like have walkie-talkies and like that. Yeah.
Remember the first season they were using walkie-talkies a lot.
Yeah. I'm sorry. They brought up pictures of Caleb McLaughlin in 2016 and 2025. Damn. Way to go, kid. Aw. That's adorable. Oh, I think he had a great arc this season. Dustin,
Yeah.
I thought that was
I'm
very
glad,
emotional for me.
I'm glad Steve put him in his place.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you went to go for a fight that you didn't need. We needed you here.
Yeah.
Like, we understand your grieving, understand your mourning. We're here. Don't go there now. And then you got your ass beat. And we needed you. And the plan didn't work because you weren't here. So, probably my favorite relationship. Secondary
it's very
relationship.
cute.
Steve and Dustin.
I love as friends.
I love Lucas and Max together. They actually, but Steve and Dustin are great. Whether in the Steve and Robin. Steve's good with everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. He was such a prick in the beginning, too. I was actually confused. I remember going to why are they mad at each other? Why are Dustin and Steve mad at each other? Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. But it felt a little forced. They're back and forth for so long. And just ramping up and up and up, it just felt like
because they've had fights before.
Yeah,
they argue like a married couple.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it works, but it's like this one. Sometimes you kind of gotta fight your friends. I don't know.
Yeah.
They threw hands. With each other,
yeah.
Got it all out.
And of course, that's how they discovered the lab. Oh, we got chat. What's going on in the chat? Here we go. Nerdduff. Favorite surprise, dipshit Derek.
I think it's Nerd Dad.
Or surprise
AF.
favorite, dipshit Derek. Nice. He's delightful, Derek. Now.
He's down delightful, Derek. I did like it in They're All Playing D&D, the new grouping of kids.
When we get to the end,
if they give me a spinoff with these kids, they've been through a lot. I don't need Derek and Holly
having even more. So one of the big complaints for this season finale was that, and I was surprised too, right? They defeat, I guess, spoilers. Spoiler alert. They defeat Vecna, almost an hour in?
Yeah.
And then there's another 40 minutes of epilogue.
Yeah, the Duffer said they patterned that after Return of the King.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Because they had a long epilogue.
And a little bit what was the other one? Stand By Me, right?
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, we still have another almost hour after Vecna's defeated. What are we doing? The only stuff I'm actually thinking about after the show is the epilogue stuff.
The epilogue.
Yeah.
That's the stuff that meant the most to me emotionally. That's
how often have you seen Hopper and Mike interact with each other? I think they needed that scene.
Yeah,
Only part I was missing was Erica. Also, how did Max graduate high school being in a coma for two years?
Yeah, I've seen that a lot. Yeah.
Other than that, the epilogue is really nice.
Yeah, I loved it. I love that
like
stuff.
they got Lucas and Max got to go on their date finally. It's just I liked it.
And as I was saying before, with it feeling so rushed, part of why it feels rushed is some of my favorite bits of Stranger Things are them hanging out and having fun, aside from the big bad that's coming, or what they're fighting. And so Elle and Max going to the mall, I love that whole sequence. And that's what ties me to the show emotionally. And I just don't feel like we got enough of that in this season because everything was
Erica
quick.
season 4 actually playing D&D with them and being good. Like, dang, man, I missed Eddie. Eddie,
yeah.
Eddie was
R.I.P.
It's one of the few times where a show brings in a new character and they kill him off, but it works. Like you kind of knew he was going to die, but his death was
so metal.
A cattle. Him.
It's what a good
playing Seeking.
Yeah.
I thought that's probably the best part of the show is when they're together and the banter doesn't feel forced.
Yeah.
Feels like they're actually friends. And that's what I liked.
Yeah, I kind of want to rewatch that season specifically. That was awesome. R.I.P. Eddie Munson. Did you what they're talking about plot holes. Do you have any?
The plan is a little to bring the upside. That's a little.
Do you mean
you're cutting it close?
Let's climb a tower and hope that we just line
up perfectly. But what happens if the tower doesn't line up?
Yeah,
it's a good plan. I get it, but
I was also like, the tower's not that tall. That does not give you much time.
So you gotta like let it get it's probably my one probably main complaint.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
You wasted Linda Hamilton.
Oh, that was man. There was no reason for her to be there. At all. She could have been literally any character, any actress.
Though. I mean,
nostalgia, but like she just disappears. That's one of the things I'm seeing a lot of people complain about too, is that they were straight up murking a lot of military, and then they're just like, oh, it's fine. We're not going to arrest any of these kids.
You gotta prove it.
But yeah,
gotta prove it.
I guess.
Go to court. What is a mind flare? Well, you want to go to the upside down? Let me show you. It's just a wall here and no portal. So
I do. Natalie Dyer just covered in guns. It's pretty
looking
funny.
like Rambo.
Like, yeah.
The hair too. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think overall it was a blast. I don't have big complaints.
Other than the epilogue, what's burnt like from the kind of the just defeating Vecna, Winona Ryder just axing, like just chopping at Vecna. Like that is burned.
Oh, axing.
That's just like such a mama bear.
You fucked with the wrong family.
Because remember when Will disappears in the first season, she's the only one that thinks he's alive. And and to the point where it makes her look crazy, like putting up the lights. But she look, mom knows.
Yeah.
Terry brought up the picture of her on the couch with the axe, looking insane. I love that that comes back around her with the axe. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Brother, there is no season 5, episode 9.
Yeah, Conformity Gate. That's
of course not.
There's not.
Of course there's not.
Like for the few videos that I've seen though of Conformity Gate, it's fun.
It's
like
fun,
with the things that they're looking for and finding. I'm like,
some of them are valid points, right? Or valid would be clues.
Yes.
I could see it actually, but taking a step back and going, we had 45 minutes of meaningful epilogue in the last episode. I don't think that they would ever just be like, oh, here's another episode where none of that happened. You know, it just felt silly.
Yeah, because you would do that the following week.
Yeah.
You don't just drop anything random.
If the last episode felt different than it wound up being,
then
sure, maybe there could be a surprise.
That was definitive.
Yeah. Yes.
Like Vecna's he's dead. He's gone. The upside down is gone. As for 11.
Okay, before we leave, let's discuss 11 and whether or not she's alive. I feel like the show, there are people out there who say that the show leaves it ambiguous.
Oh, and Noel's email.
We got to read that. I think it's 100% visible. The show shows us that she is alive 100%. What do you think?
When shows or movies tell you the rules and your laws, follow the rules. Prime example is the end of Inception.
Yes.
You know they're out because only you can touch your totem, and he's the one that spins his totem.
Okay.
That's it. So he's alive. So they tell you the rules in Inception. They tell you the rules in Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Follow the rules. She's alive.
Yeah. She would not be able to stand there while the kryptonite beams are hitting her, right? She'd be double over in pain. Generally, she has to be in a tub or be blindfolded in order to go into someone's mind. Her nose is not bleeding. She's missing her tattoo. Like there's so many different elements that the show is telling you. And not only that, but then I understand people being confused by the visualization of Mike telling the story and then them showing us the visualization of that, right? But the things we are being shown while he's telling his version of the story are things he would not be privy to. Like, oh my God, I just had her name. Callie. Callie would not, no one knows what her final words to 11 were.
Except for L.
Like, my story was always going to end here, but yours doesn't have to. There's no reason for them to show us that because Mike doesn't know that happened. So that leads me to believe whatever they're showing us, the omniscient narrator is showing us, is the actuality and not a visual representation of what Mike is telling us. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Also, my favorite part is the missing tattoo because as sisters, they don't refer to each other by their numbers. They call each other by name. And so that those tattoos are not significant. I mean, they're part of their personal stories, but that's not how they see each other.
Also, I'm told that Millie Bobby Brown has the actual tattoo.
Probably.
I'm told that she has the actual tattoo, which means the makeup department had to cover it up.
Cover it up.
Right. Or, wipe it out with digital. So anyway, that's my take on whether or not she's alive. And then Noel emailed us. Thank you so much. Oh man, I would have felt so bad. I'm hurrying. Here we go. Noel, Stranger Things thoughts. Noel wrote in a lot. Stranger Things season 5. Overall, I dug it and glad it ended satisfyingly. I don't share all the negative sentiment I've seen online, especially those derived from parasocial fans not believing this is the end and or calling the whole thing 10-year-long queer bait. I do, however, have a fair share of issues, which is to be expected if you're talking about a decade of sitting with a story and its characters. Stranger Things, the series, rating 9 out of 10. Stranger Things season 5 by itself, 7 out of 10. Still not too bad. Non-spoiler stuff. More so than any other season, I felt a little emotionally detached from almost every character except Lucas, Will, and Dustin. Lucas especially has the most defined and committed character arc. He is the quiet strength and backbone of the whole group, and I cannot wait to see him in other stuff. The cast has become so large that many OG characters were relegated to being caricatures, just twiddling their thumbs until the plot needs them to move. Hopper, Joyce, Elle, Mike, Max, all great actors, but given so little to do for large chunks that you forget they're there. The show's production value is top-notch, which should be a positive, but honestly took me out at times. There was an era of this show that leveraged grain and practicality to capture the aesthetic of the 80s, more accurately, 80s cinema, which has been completely abandoned in season 5. Monsters were menacing in the shadows and were only glimpsed in shocking jolts in the past. Yes, these were the technical constraints of the budget at the time, but it also evoked a more personal scope of the stakes. The fear unseen. As the show grew in scope, so did the budget, production, and stakes, but in my opinion, that exponential growth ended up being at the detriment of the personal lives of these characters. Spoiler stuff. I'm an attentive viewer. I really am. I pay attention. But I started to lose track of how Henry's abilities even worked at times. Whenever I thought about it for more than 5 minutes, it began to fall apart. So we were inside someone's memories, inside their head, in the upside down, which was being hijacked by someone else's to walk through his head and connect with another person to walk them through those memories, but not just of his, but of theirs of his, so they can find him in his own memories where they were, but sometimes their memories via emotional touch points of his, and you can kill him in that memory of his that you're in. Yeah. But he can just jump out of them and into the upside down when he wants to escape his memories where he keeps his captives inside, which is actual Dimension X, but not the real world because he needs a vessel. But he's only in their minds when they are in the real world. And the vessels are now in Dimension X, not the upside down, which I thought was cool, by the way. Remind me why he needs 12 kids? Besides, they are weak-minded antennae? Sigh. So he has to stay in Dimension X and or the Upside Down, which he can traverse with his mind, but only has limited access to the real world, except when he just walks into it via a rift. But does that matter since he just wants to merge worlds via the wormhole? How do the antenna kids do that merging anyway? It's fuzzy, but not in a fun enough way.
Very, very strong point.
Yes.
The more convoluted the show became, doubling over itself to add layers and layers of complexity and antagonists, almost forgot Linda Hamilton was in this, the more I started to glaze over. I never thought I would feel so divested from Hopper and Elle, but when they were doing recon in the Upside Down, it was just an elongated sequence of Hop trying to kill himself and Elle glaring at him for it. The giant mind flayer at the end? Fucking awesome. Legit. It was a satisfying and simple climax that included almost all of the major players. It was a battle on 3 fronts a la Star Wars, and it was fun, which is something the show kind of forgot how to do for large swaths of this season. There is a hell of a lot of good here, and I am very happy with the journey. I am fine with their Stephen King-esque glimpses into the future for each character and the open-ended fate of Elle, even though that makes no real sense if true. Kali faked being dead for Hopper, but wasn't really dead, and then stuck it out long enough to create an illusion for everyone with a gunshot? Or was she in Elle's head the whole time to know that she needed an illusion, still a gut shot? Think about it for longer than 5 minutes and it's nonsense. But it's nonsense that ultimately feels nice, and that's good enough. Oh, one last thing. I love Prince. I did not love that needle drop when doves cry. It was so misplaced tonally and thematically. It felt like it was a choice made because they could, not so much that they should. This all sounds like I hated it, but I didn't. The journey was stronger than the destination. Good email. Yeah. I didn't bother. My problem is that I didn't bother thinking too hard about all the Inception stuff.
Yes.
And Vecna and how that all specifically worked. I just went with what they told me and I went, okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
But a part of it, though, like basically when, the Demogorgons were traveling about, that's like his like antenna, like though. So like wherever that, I don't think it was just a jump. Like he was kind of using them, and that's how Will picked up on it too. So
yeah, I also saw other people upset that Will would use the Demogorgons and be part of the hive mind, but then not be hurt by being in the hive mind. Like anytime they killed a Demogorgon, he didn't die, which I don't think that doesn't feel right to me.
If Professor X controls somebody and you kill that person that he's controlling, does Professor X die? No. That's how telepathy works.
Yeah.
So I was just happy Will got some time to shine, because he honestly ain't do much for a lot of the series. He was just kind of there.
Yeah. I remember thinking about the actor who was playing Will in season 1 and because he finally shows up at the end, right? Yeah. And I was like, this poor kid just sat out of a whole show.
And look, get your check.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But yeah, I like his wrap up here in season 5. Nerd Dad AF. What happens in the Upside Down stays in the Upside Down, including war crimes and murder. Going back to the military, not arresting all of these children.
They was knocking off. People died.
Yeah, I was a little surprised at how many people Nancy murdered.
But not the main cast.
Yeah,
and even Brett Gelman got time to shine.
Who?
Brett Gelman, bald, glasses, sarcastic, drove the truck.
Oh yeah.
One of my favorite actors.
He's one of those actors that I was like, why is this character still in this show after the Russia bit?
They've had. He was introduced during Russia. They've had a lot of solid act, like Short Ass Bob.
Oh,
second set.
Forgot about him.
His death, because he was right there at the door. But like, it worked. It worked. It worked. I feel like you can't go into a show like this and not have the path like ready. Like you need to know where these characters will end up. You can pivot. Like I think if you know your path, but when you can pivot when
you mean the writers.
Yeah, you can pivot when somebody gets popular, like Family Matters. Urkel was supposed to be a side character for one episode.
Really?
He got so popular, he made him part of the main cast. So you gotta learn how to pivot. And same thing with
happens
a lot.
Angel, Spike.
Yeah.
Spike was supposed to be like a couple episode thing, and he just became a fan favorite.
Like on Conformity Gate, you set yourself up for failure. When my prime example is Doctor Strange 2. Disney told us the villain Doctor Strange 2 would be the evil Doctor Strange from the first season of What If. I'm like, that is great. You also called it Multiverse of Madness, and the multiverse was just one scene. Yeah. So yes, I was upset, but you gotta kind of pivot. So I was like, yo, look, I'm ready to see Nick Cage back. I'm ready to see, Snipes. And then we got all that in Deadpool 3. But like, you can't be mad when you come up with something in your head and it doesn't happen.
Yeah. I feel like that's the main problem with fandoms is that they come up with all of these theories and things that they want the show to be or to happen in the show. And then they take ownership of that. And then when they don't get it, they're mad.
They revolt.
And it's, there's so many fandoms that are just so awful.
I'm a Star Wars fan that hates being a Star Wars fan.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Star Wars is the worst. Like even just like The Last Jedi and all the follow through all that.
Don't get me started on that.
Awful. Anyway, we just wanted Eddie. That's true, says Aaron.
And when he doesn't show up, people are angry. But they explicitly said Eddie wasn't coming back.
Did they?
Like you can't. That's a death you can't waste.
Mm-hmm.
Like in Marvel, Captain Marvel is dead. He died from cancer. He's not coming back.
Yeah.
Eddie's death was so prominent. You can't just bring him back.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Because then it feels
was such a good send off.
It feels wasted.
Yeah.
I think the only thing they could have done with him if they chose to was like if Vecna influenced Dustin more in a flashback.
Yeah.
Right.
Or Steve even. But
Kind of
like,
the new I Know What You Did Last Summer. When she sees Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yeah.
That was just to get Sarah Michelle Gellar in the movie.
Yeah.
So yes, if Vecna put it into Dustin's head, you know, he might be like he could be talking to Eddie or something.
Yeah.
I'd have been fine with that, and you see it's not real, but like Eddie coming back as an actual living, breathable character, no. His send off, that's a top 5, in my opinion, death. And like
so good.
he saved him.
I would have liked, correct me if I'm wrong, it's been a while since I've seen it, but when we're introduced to Vecna, it's very Freddy Krueger. It's very...
He feels like Freddy.
Like characters have these dream sequences a la Nightmare on Elm Street, and I feel like we could have had a little bit of that in this season. Like they just kind of put it to the wayside.
That's how he's killing everybody in the first season.
In his first...
Yeah, which again then frames Eddie for the death of the child. So like, I can see what Noel was saying when he fall back on some things, because he could have done that like a few times to give somebody something to do.
Yeah. All right. Is there any final words about season 5 of Stranger Things or the whole show?
I just hated the release schedule.
Okay, fair enough. Well, now you can watch it when... Oh! Would you buy it if they put out a physical release?
Yes,
I would love a box
we need physical media. There are shows that you cannot watch because they're not on streaming and there's no physical version of it.
Yep.
So if they drop it, go get it.
I remember I think they came in like a VHS case, but it was, I think DVDs or Blu-rays or something.
I have the Dark Knight trilogy, 4K.
Nice.
Physical media.
Yep.
I need that. Even though it's on Max.
Yes.
Speaking of physical media, Noel, who wrote us that awesome email and hopefully will be back next week, is physical_media_space on Instagram. Go give him a follow. He just writes a little bit about these physical media that he buys, 4Ks, Blu-rays, what have you. He's got an awesome collection, including Stranger Things. That's the one I was talking about.
Yeah. I like I've loved this new trend of putting stuff in like older case. They've done it with VHS. They kind of do it with video games. They've done this one thing where they take like movies and like put them on video game case and it looks good and like that looks vintage and great.
So actually click on that Creepshow 2. So that Creepshow 2 is what Alice got Noel and I. She got us is that 4K? Yeah, HDR. 4K release of Creepshow 2. And then the next one over is what I got Noel.
Man, is that the Schwarzenegger joint? Maybe.
I'm sorry, the other one.
Oh, I went the wrong way.
Black Christmas.
You?
On 4K.
I've seen all.
Nice release. I think it's from Arrow. Was that an Arrow release? So yeah. Anyway, join us Wednesday nights when we talk about, I don't know, other stuff. Live streams on, we're on Instagram now, streaming live.
Yeah.
Hey, Instagram. Thanks for having us. And also on YouTube. Where can they find you, Jeremy Davis?
Instagram, charismatic_creations52.
Awesome.
And you know why the 52?
The DC.
Yeah.
You're a DC boy.
You can't. Just
We
here.
can't just here. It's the only place you'll find my wife. Same here. Nerd says physical media. All right. Thanks so much for hanging out with us, guys. And we will talk at you later. Do-do-do.
Gracias, senor.